Good morning. All right, poetry, poetry. Some of my favorite. All right, today we are going to work on a bio poem. Now, remember, bio is one of those Greek and Latin words that we've been working on, and bio means life. So, this poem is going to be about your life. Now, not everything about your life is going to fit into this poem, but there are certain things we're going to follow a pattern, and patterns help us to write our poems. So, if you will get your poetry packet and open up to the bio poem page. All right, so I will read the example, and here we go. This one is about Lucy. Starts with Lucy. Lucy, creative, daring, joyful, kind, daughter of Adam and Rachel, who loves drawing, dancing, and skating, who fears boredom and the garbage disposal, who needs her friends and family, who gives warm hugs and frequent smiles, who would like to see a parade of bunnies, resident of Woodinville, Washington, Lynette. So this follows a pattern, and you're going to follow this pattern as you write your poem. So the first thing is on the first line, it's your first name. So on my poem, I wrote Colleen, my first name. Okay, that should be one of the easiest lines of the poem. All right, the second line are 4 adjectives that describe you. Now, I'm going to link that adjective page again, those pages of adjectives. I'm going to link that again in this assignment so that you can go through. When I was writing my poem, it was very helpful for me to go and look at those lists of adjectives to think of some good words that could use to describe me. So the 4 words that I chose are optimistic, dependable, humorous, and responsible. Okay, and you might interview your family to see what are some adjectives they would use to describe you. Now make sure they're kind adjectives. No grumpy or negative adjectives. Okay, all right. Then the next line is, if you're a boy, you're going to put son. If you're a girl, you're going to put daughter. So daughter of Mike and Judy. Those are my parents. Okay, now it says who loves. Now I'm going to think of 2 things that I love. Now this doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm so in love. This is love like things that you like. Okay, so I love, and I listed 3. So it makes it go together if you can list 3. So 3 things, and there's an and by the last one. So who loves teaching, sewing, and crafting. So you're going to think of 3 things that you like to do, or that you like or love, and you're going to list those with an and by the last one. Okay? All right, the next line, who fears? Now, these are things that you are afraid of or that give you kind of like the willies. So, spiders give me the willies. Okay, I kind of fear them. When I see them, I'm like, ooh. And bungee jumping. I've never been bungee jumping, but the thought of bungee jumping makes me very afraid. So, what are 2 things that you are afraid of? Okay. Now, the next line is who needs? What are 2 things that you need? Now, I don't actually need these things. These are more things that you want. But I need pasta. Remember my chicken Alfredo poem? So I need pasta and the color pink. Okay, so you're going to think of two things that you need and put an and in the middle. So I need pasta and the color pink. Now, I could live without pasta. I could live without the color pink. But those are things that I need to be happy. Okay? All right. Who gives? So you're going to think of two things that you can give. So I give great hugs and, again, I put an and in the middle, and kind words. What are two things that you give? All right, the next line. Who would like to see? These are two things that you would like to see in your life. I would like to see Hawaii and Australia. Okay, maybe you want to see a man on Mars, or maybe you want to see the inside of a Lamborghini. Okay, what are two things that you want to see in your lifetime? It doesn't have to be places. It can just be things that you are interested in. Okay. Then the next line says, resident of, okay, I live in West Richland, Washington. So you would put Richland, Washington, Kennewick, Washington, wherever you lived. And then your last name, okay? Next easiest line. So here is my bio poem. So let me read it to you and hear how it sounds. Colleen, optimistic, dependable, humorous, responsible, daughter of Mike and Judy, daughter of, I'm going to just start that over. Forgive me. All right, here we go. This is my poem. Colleen, optimistic, dependable, humorous, responsible, daughter of Mike and Judy, who loves teaching, sewing, and crafting, who fears spiders and bungee jumping, who needs pasta and the color pink, who gives great hugs and kind words, who would like to see Hawaii and Australia, resident of West Richland, Washington, Nelson. All right. So a lot of things about you are going to be kind of sandwiched in between your first and last name. All right. Now, for this one where it says son or daughter of, if you want to switch that up and put like niece of, and then put an aunt or uncle's name, or granddaughter of, or grandson of, and then put a grandparent's name, you can also do that. So just pick a relative. I just stuck with what it had here, but you can modify it if you want to modify it. You can totally change and figure it out. All right. So today's assignment is to write your bio poem. Okay. And then tomorrow you are going to have another assignment attached to the bio poem. And I will tell you what that is tomorrow. But today, focus on getting that bio poem written. I'm so excited. Bye, guys.